Odan CTC TV. The American Piano of Anissa. Odan for na Jatum. Teârs party. What I say, what Jatum? Teârs party Jatum. Odan for Jimudi. Monti Tum. City TV. COMOAKU. City TV. I want a place, Blaster place, no. Ghana local place, no. All of the City TV. City
This demonstrated an extraordinary level of personal investment in campus. This early trial by fire forged in him a result that characterized his work in Parliament. His short stint in Parliament was marked by commitment to his people.
Ernest was an incredible who served as the organizing secretary of the third party for internal power play. He remained undeterred, stood his grounds, and won the primaries to become the party's candidate. But unfortunately, he lost the 2020 elections narrowly due to internal party unrest. With determination, he came back to win the party's 2023 internal primaries with much more clarity and without contention. By his courage, tenacity, patience, he led our constituency to victory during the very difficult 2024 general elections. While he was humble, he also had incredible presence and influence. He made us understand the truth that leadership is not just about leading only people who agree with you, but the real test of our leadership comes when we have to work beyond conciliation. Before receiving the mandate of the people to serve, Starboy had already impacted communities. He constructed an ultra-modern ICT center for Guedia Primary School. He built the Kumeni Town Bridge, improving accessibility for surrounding communities. He enhanced telecom connectivity at Topremai and surrounding areas by facilitating the installation of a temporary network mast. He supported BEC candidates with resources and motivations since 2018. He paid medical bills and school fees for a number of constituents. Indeed, he secured employment for the youth in both government security services. Honorable Ernest Kumi did not just become a representation in Parliament, he became a beacon of compassion, a servant leader, and a man whose actions spoke louder than words. The party has lost a nurturing soul, a stream of substance whose absence now threatens our dreams. His leadership brought hope and direction, and today we find ourselves grappling with uncertainty. Yeah, you were a man of principle, purpose, and peace. You believed not division, with the greatest threat to progress and consistent work to unite people across factions, beliefs, and backgrounds. You were forgiving, magnanimous, and open-hearted. You will never compromise on your values and face political persecutions with dignity, refusing to bow to pressure and deceit. Your silence now speaks louder than ever. In life, you confronted opposition with courage, and as we lay you to rest, you do so not with finality, and not only with the hope that your legacy will live on to inspire the youth of our party, but to signify a call to an end politics of victimization, to rise above division and to serve with truth and integrity. May your gentle soul continue to rest in perfect peace. Farewell, Honorable Ernest.
From the Minority Caucus. Yes, a car be a blocky quite JN.
And then, as of 24, Kasami Kaimi, Jaha Akasama, the entire minority caucus. I begin my presentation by starting with a quotation from the scriptures. And I quote, "Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints." Psalm 116, verses 15. Unquote. Today, with hearts weighed down by grief, yet lifted by gratitude, we bid farewell to our colleague, our brother, our friend, the Honorable Ernest Kumi, Escort. His passing on the 7th of July 2025 remains a deep wound in our collective spirit, a reminder of the fragility of life and the profound impact of a life lived with purpose. Honorable Kumi's journey to Parliament was not merely a political ascent. It's the story of a man who refused to quit, a man whose resolve was stronger than the storms that confronted him. He was a fighter in every sense, principled, courageous, and anchored firmly in the belief that God's time is always the best. He contested the 2020 general elections, as we all do know, and narrowly lost. Yet, as his nature, he rose again. He won the confidence of his party as the 2024 parliamentary candidate on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. In December 2024, the good people of Akwetia spoke clearly and overwhelmingly, entrusting him with their mandate. Even when his victory was challenged, Honorable Kumi stood as a learning colleague of the noble legal profession who valued the supremacy of the courts and the rule of law. He fought calmly and courageously through the legal processes until justice prevailed. That was Yao, a fighter, resilient and unwavering. On January 7, 2025, he took the office, affirming what his people already knew. He was the legitimate member of Parliament for Akwetia. He served diligently the Lands and Natural Resource Committee and other assignments, whether at the committee level or on the floor. He distinguished himself with brilliance, clarity, and deep insight. Despite heckling and needless interruptions, he spoke with the calm authority of a man who understood his duty. He debated with wisdom, argued with conviction, and carried himself with dignity. Indeed, he was an orator of uncommon grace. But beyond his words was his spirit, a spirit that taught us, his colleagues, priceless lessons. His life taught him to fight on, no matter the odds. Steady demeanor encouraged us to persevere, even when the path seemed impossible. His focus reminded us that victory belongs to those who refuse to be distracted. In these moments, when our caucus carries the enormous weight of holding the government accountable, though few in number, yet mighty and quality in purpose, his example reassures us that we shall reach the seat of victory very soon. He has left us not only memories, but motivation,
not only sorrow, but strength for the journey ahead. His life itself becomes a message to us. Do not give up. Do not fear the overbearing majority. Stand firm for truth. Discipline and courage would always prevail. Beyond the chambers, Kumi was a brother always available, always willing to help, always ready to join the campaign. No matter how far the consistency, no matter how tight his shadow, his selflessness was inspiring, his discipline was unwavering, a man who respected time and honored every obligation. But today, as we honor his public life, we cannot ignore the deep personal loss felt by those closest to him. To his aged mother who nurtured him, and to the man we came to admire, we say, your son fought a good fight, finished his course, and kept the faith. 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 7. Take comfort in knowing that the values you instill in him, courage, humility, truth, became the very qualities that define his service to Mother Ghana. His life, a woman of quiet strength, who stood firm beside him through every political battle and personal challenge. May God's peace, which surpasses all understanding, continue to guide you and your heart, as captured by Philippians 4 verse 7. Know that you are not alone. The minority stands firmly with you. To his lovely children, who must now grow with the memory of a father who loved them deeply and worked tirelessly to give them a better future. The father's legacy lives on. Walk proudly, for he was a man of honor. We, his colleagues, will always remain within reach, as fathers, as anchors, as guides, and as pillars you can lean on. To the entire Kumi family, may the God of all comfort wrap his arms around you. This loss is heavy, but you do not carry it alone. As the MPP Minority Caucus, we reaffirm our commitment to stand with the family, not only in this season of grief, but in the many days and years to come. Yah was one of us. His family is our family. His children, our children. His memory is our shared heritage. Honorable Ernest lived well. He served well. He loved well. And though he left our sight, his legacy will remain a shining light in Parliament, in Apretia, and in the heart of all who had the privilege of knowing him. May his gentle soul rest in peace. Ebusafo, said the Ejina Dompreh Nafa Apoto Many FD RBD, the new patriotic party H. I just want the Kwenny new more of a Pesobaka. The bad way man tam had it through Apetia and it through because I say one of my bombing was yet me no more one them free wenchi when you mean Ishram. As I say, what chair did Nanya said your pedal. Get me on the Parliament, your money, baby, what's that? Because I saw by me, chance said, don't break the patch up. I could see you're too good year. It's move farming, coal lands, and natural resources committee. So, as I said, because some poor me man for a good young tour, I could tell him better, my person poor me. I hope you am to attack. Make chance up when you're so. Ejina mimianu munyina nanu opeteku bachi eba emianu ba ko de koy sese le ni na ya de nyina opeteku ba ko so asa ko se onyankopon nyame a okumu a ondi ewu chichiri akwatiaman nyinaa mo yere ye ba ye arewo timi ye ho hwe ye but ye betimi aka ne se nyame mmere ene mere pa na de se de enim no susu no mmere ene edi adane enim se eda bi beba akwatiafo wanchifo ye mohwiri ye MPP amanyoku na hwere no nyame na kasa ebe she bidamase
Yega minority caucus ase ewo omadansia omotifa honorable Ernest